And what we've always maintained is that we're not an area for powers to be able to bring conflict into. Rather, we're an area that we seek collaboration rather than competition. It's important to understand also that as part of the global south, the issues that we have, the solutions to these issues, may not often be met by our traditional development partners of the north. So it's important that for countries like us, when we do address our issues, that we do come up with solutions and suggestions as to how best to address a number of these issues, whether they be combating climate change, in building resilience against the impacts of climate change, in terms of economic development and financing and how that should take place.
Let's shift from climate change to another topic that is becoming more concerning as we see these tensions around the world continue to rise. Conflicts in different parts of the globe, rising tensions between, and growing rhetoric actually, and concerns that nuclear arms may be actually used at some point. And so far we haven't seen indication of that, but the Pacific Islands, based on the, if I'm not mistaken, the 1985 treaty at Rarotonga, your home island actually explicitly says that there will be no use of nuclear power vessels in your particular region. As a group that may not be feeling that they're seen or heard by the world as much, how are you folks viewing this growing consternation about conflict perhaps hitting a nuclear level at the moment, and what sort of dialogues do you think need to happen actually to make sure that countries in the Pacific Islands or elsewhere in the world are not subjected to this kind of risk?
Yes, the Treaty of Rarotonga is something that we hold very dear, named after our capital island, but it's also a treaty that all of our Pacific countries strongly adhere to. So in the coming up forum of the Pacific Island leaders, which we will host in Rarotonga in November, one of the topics will be to look at reinvigorating the Rarotonga Treaty. With the growing nuclear tensions globally in other parts of the world, we feel very strongly that it is important to have good, strong dialogue with nuclear-powered countries to express the views that we have against any sort of escalation of conflict to nuclear levels, and there should be a concerted effort to ensure a de-escalation of those, or a stepping back of any sort of need to use nuclear weapons. It's important, therefore, that at meetings such as the G7, which was held in Hiroshima earlier on this year, the Pacific was invited one of the first times, and in our speech to the G7 members was to highlight this particular issue, that as Pacific countries, we have had global conflicts in our region and being contested in our region, and the remnants of those past global conflicts still remain in some of our countries, with unexploded ordnance in some of the Melanesian countries, the remnants of nuclear testing in the Micronesian countries and in French Polynesia. So we are not immune, if you like, to global conflicts between powers that are far away from the Pacific, because oftentimes we've seen in the past they resolve those conflicts in our region. So it's important, again, that at meetings like here at ASEAN, like meetings at the G20 that will be coming up, the Pacific's voice is heard, and calling for nuclear-powered countries in particular to look to de-escalate any sort of potential conflict.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.